in this class we're going to be doing another structure. We're going to be doing a structure that will involve padding, and we're going to be making use of this pad. It's called fiber, and it comes in different thickness. So for instance, this thickness you have here is about half an inch thickness, so it's not all that thick, just like this, while the second one is about 1 inch thickness. You can see this, or about 0.75 thickness, thereabout. So you can see how thick this fiber is. So this is what we're going to be making use of for this particular class. So I'm just going to go straight into cutting the fabric. This particular structure will go around the body. So I'm going to be doing so I'm going to fold this fabric. We are going to be doing like a drape around our structure. It's not just going to be the plain structure that we know. So I'm measuring 28. Don't forget that I want 55, and I'm going to add allowance plus 1. That will give me 56. So 56 divided by 2 will give me 28. So I'll be marking and measuring 28. So here is 28, and then the length that I want for this structure is 10. So for that, then the 10 is inclusive of the allowance, so that means the length is 9. So 9 plus 1 inch will give us 10. So I'll measure 10 here also, from here to here. So I'm going to cut this part off. I don't like to use this part when I'm working. That's the selvage grade. I don't like to use the selvage grade because it's a rough edge. So here I'm going to take a straight line to join my points together. To do it, the next thing we are going to cut, we are going to be cutting a longer length compared to the first one we cut. We cut 10 just now. I'm going to come here and cut way more than 10. So I'll do 30. That's times 3. This place is exactly 30. So here also I'll mark 30. Why am I marking 30? I want extra fabric to pleat our design. Look at that, we're doing like a pleated design. Remember I said we're going to be draping our design. So I'll also do 30 here, and I'll connect the points together. So here I'll connect 30 together. So this is the one we'll be using for the drape. As you can see, this is 30 by 28. Don't forget that the 28, when we open it, will give us 56. So we placed our interfacing on this fabric. So I used paper stay. I've ironed it to this, and I also drew lines that we're going to be sewing our boning channels on. So I did about 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, for this particular structure. So the next thing I just want to do before we go and sew our channels on this, don't forget that you can choose to use sewable boning and just sew directly on it. It's not compulsory use channels, but I want to use channels for this so that it's easy to turn. So I'm going to be using bias to create channels. But before I go ahead, I want to get the middle of this point. So this is the middle. I'll just take a notch like that. So that's the middle point. So what I'm trying to do is that I want to get a curve, and then I'm going to take about 3 inches up. I'm also going to take another 3 inches down. So what we're just trying to do, we want to narrow this part. I hope you understand. We want to narrow it up. So I'm going to just connect like this, and I'll just blend this way. I'll also blend this. When it's time to sew this one, I'm going to narrow it down this way. I'll sew this one. I'll also narrow them down when it's time to sew. I won't sew it up to this point. I'm just going to narrow it in, or probably stop around here. Whichever one is okay by you, you can sew structure. So I'll just go ahead now and go and sew on these lines that we have created. So I'm going to just stay away. Remember the half inch, we're going to be using half inch to comb this, and I'm also going to be using half inch on this side. So I'll leave half inch here and I'll also leave half inch here. Okay, so this is the base of the structure that we'll be putting our hem stay all around this. Make sure that our hem stay on this part. We'll make sure that it doesn't get to this point. I've placed my fiber on the fabric. This is the fabric beneath. I've placed it like that. I'm just going to go ahead and iron this on it. Don't forget that we've put our hem gum beneath. So the hem gum will help us to fasten this to the fabric. So I'll go ahead and iron this and then. Okay, so now we've fastened this to this. You can see it's been placed already. This has been gummed already. So for me, this layer is still flat. So I'm going to be adding another layer. For this time, I'll be adding the one of half inch. This one is the one of 1 inch, but the heat has pressed it down already. The heat has made it to like flatten. So I'm going to now use this one of half inch. Then I'm going to place it on it. I'm going to put the hem stay here again, hem gum, and I'll attach this again to it so that we can have a thick layer. We put the fiber. So the next thing is to put this on top of it. I'm going to be sewing one side like this, and I'm going to be sewing another side like this. So I'll be using this plastic boning. So we are done with this now. This is the back of the structure, and then this is the front. Remember that we did this to be excess. So what we are just going to go ahead and do now is that we are going to pleat this the way we desire. So I'm going to be pleating this. I will pleat it depending on the type of pleat you want. You can do box pleat, you can do knife pleats, or whatever kind of pleat you want. So I'll pleat this down based on my style. You can scatter it. Some can go this way, some can go this way, some can come this way, however you want the. So we're done pleating this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and pleat the other side also. So we're just going to go to our machine, and then we are going to go and stitch on this. We'll just put it inside, fold it in neatly, and then we'll top stitch on it. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share. Thank you very much for watching. See you in our next tutorial. God bless.